loudly and proudly. In other words, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I'm in my element, don't care about relevance. I'm doing me, I'm in my element. We the new delegate, tapping and see. I don't sit and worry about who's on. Back in my bag, that's a new on. Kettle on my wrist, it's a two-ton. Direct flight out to London. Then might slide out to Lisbon. Crossing borders, getting my stamps up. Travel light, everybody can come. Lay low, I don't want attention. Only show what you see. Never no cap in my rap. When I rap on the track, got me feeling like I'm in the league east. I'm in my element, don't care about relevance. I'm doing me, I'm in my element. We the new delegate, tapping and see. I'm in my element, back in my element. 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 I'm in my element. This is easy as a layup. I don't show if you don't pay up. Long nights had to stay up. Put in hours while you later. I can sit around and wait up. I'm gonna have to see it later. Giving tips like a waiter.
Her mother said, kill him slow at your leisure. Oh, but desperate times call for desperate measures. So she went to the closet. She pulled the old gun down. I'll put a bullet through his heart if he ain't home by sundown. And at 5:55, he comes a-walking through the front door smiling. How y'all doing today, friends? Welcome back to Role-Playing Unlimited presents Wednesday Evening Dungeons & Dragons. The Coalescence Act 5. We've got an interesting one on tap for tonight. We finished up with our first task from the monks at the Snow Peak Monastery. And as far as what's to come, well, hopefully you'll hang around with us for the next few hours and see just what happens. I guess it'll help if I get the page all up here. Little clunky right here to kick off, but here we go. The old Roll20 loaded in. Yeah, let's take an interview right now. I have time to talk about my foreground functionality here. Alright. Wednesday. Player launch.
What's about to happen is going to be hard to watch.
What's going on here, everybody? How's it going?
Hola.
Diabolically planning the party's demise. Apparently that's the new loading screen tagline right there.
Isn't that what you always do?
Usually. A lot of times I don't have to even plan it, especially listening to some of the Monday sessions. Then when we got ourselves into a nice tangle with Colonel Starr a couple of years ago, I didn't have to do much of anything. I just kind of sat back and watched it all happen.
Not my fault. My fault.
Don's all like, I got a 37. 37? I got a 37 on my persuasion check here. Yeah, but we're starting off with hostile conditions, minus 20, plus 20. Like, everything is just not working in your favor here. And, yeah, that was an interesting time indeed. Get back to our regional map here. I think, did Katie confirm, or is she just running late, perhaps? I won't be at Wednesday session. He has a work function. Okay. We are down to Let's see who we might have over in Thursday that I might call upon. Don't know that it's necessary, but just in case. I think we'll keep it straightforward here tonight. They've got their hands full in a crystal mine, dealing with a variety of elementals. So I don't know that we want to necessarily F around with their progress here. Let's see what's going on. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna do it at this point. And yeah, all right. Message received. So, yeah, no Katie and no Cowboy with us this evening. We have successfully completed our journey here. Oh, there goes our party token. And for some reason, the layers are not interacting here the way they should. Let me try this again here. Is that working for you guys? Is my ping moving the map around for you?
Yeah. Yep.
Weird. It's just not working on this layer here. Okay, well, let me load back in. Exit the game. Try this again. And there we go. Now it's working. Synchronizing properly across our layers here. So we've got a bit of a journey heading back to the Snow Peak Monastery to return this artifact that we obtained. Presumably that is the destination.
Yep.
Alrighty. As we quietly make our way through the thick bamboo woods here, we find ourselves inadvertently taking a slightly different path back than the one that we took to get here. And we spot something rather interesting on this path. Get our tokens in place. I'm just going to drag your actual tokens out. I'll leave it up to you to handle any companions, what have you. And let's go check it out. Yeah, we are descending from the north as we reach a pretty decent precipice here that descends about 15-20 feet. And the idols are not as clearly visible to us from our perspective, although we can definitely see how the rock has a very interesting formation, and it's definitely been carved in some respect. It's just probably not until we get above or on the other side of it even that we'll have a better view of just what we're looking at. But as far as in the field of play before us, there are a number of orange zombies just kind of slowly straggling around the area. They don't appear to be in pursuit of anything. They're not all moving in one mass towards destination. It's one of the few times that you've actually caught them unawares, it would seem. They don't seem too keen on your presence up here because you guys have a pretty decent elevation on them from here.
Great.
There's only 10 of them so far.
Yeah. Has the thing happened yet for us, or do we still have our items?
Yeah, let's kick it off with that. All right. I'll ask the preface question here to see if we can avoid a few minutes of dialogue. Is anybody unaware of the events that took place over this past weekend in the new Coalescence channel? We had 3 very major story developments. Seems like everybody's in tune with that, so the short of it, we all have access to a limited understanding of the Force. It means that our hero points have been upgraded to Force points. These are effectively hero points with advantage. Anybody who wants to delve deeper into the mysteries of the Force, the Jedi Starter Pack is available for you. It will allow you to train with the time-traveling paladin Kulthar, who apparently has some secrets to teach you in that respect. Those will be unlocked this coming Sunday, May the 4th. That seems to have worked out very, very well. The second...
Which is my birthday.
Hey, very cool. The second major event is the treachery of the Yuuzhan Vong merchants. One of them, we were fully aware, was Yuuzhan Vong. Nobody really seemed to think anything or question anything of it. It was just like, yeah, we've run into a multitude of different species across the galaxy here. This one's no different than the rest. And 2 years later, our Vong merchants have concocted a plan that has cursed... Well, they actually cursed all the items before they ever sold them to you. But the items now have unfortunately gone dormant as the curse placed upon them has rendered them useless. There is a brief sheen of necrotic energy, followed by a distant popping like popcorn, and then a smoldering and charring, denting, tearing, whatever makes sense for the item that you have. It just doesn't look good anymore. It still functions as a normal piece of equipment in that regard, but very old and used. And then last but not least, the Cardathi Wave of Energy allows instant access to superpowers for all of our characters who participated in last weekend, or weekend before that now, Hype Train, and unlocked those abilities for yourself. You are able to narratively go through that however you wish, or you can just have it as simple as you feel this supercharged energy inside of your blood and you can access your powers how you wish. The power of kindness. Friendship. Should have played a French reel then.
Okay, I was aware of the magic item stuff, but I was not aware of that first one that you mentioned.
The Force one?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that is the result of that community challenge we had going there for a couple weeks there. The if you only knew the power. I need to make a quick adjustment here before things get out of hand. Pardon me. I should mention that in addition to the shops being closed, the Beskar redemptions for items are likewise closed. Those will continue to remain an in-game exchange. Your characters gathering these Beskar scraps in the field, equal to however much you earn from watching/lurking here in our channel. And you do redeem those physically with these merchants. So until the new mercantile are unlocked, I'm going to just close those out so we don't have people throwing their Beskar at redemptions that are currently off the table. That one's good, that one's good. You watch your language. Okay, that ought to set us up all right, right there. All right, so yes, we are closed in or closed off with that, and back to the scene at hand. How do we proceed?
I have a question about the invisibility superpower.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like greater invisibility?
It is.
And does it take, if I'm concentrating on it, can I not also concentrate on a spell?
No. You can concentrate on a spell while being invisible. They do require two separate concentration checks in the event that you are placed under that condition, but otherwise, this is a one of the rarer workarounds in that respect.
Okay, that's why I needed to know.
Yeah, buddy.
Manuel reaches for his pistol and it falls apart in his hand.
I got that thing from a Crack-a-Jack box.
Yeah, no kidding. Damn magic items.
If you're nothing without the suit, you shouldn't have it.
Yep, the wraps around my hands now look just like normal wraps. And my dragon belt still works. So that's a plus. And then that ghost tattoo, so I'm all set and ready to go.
Via's bracers just kind of get all funky, and then the ape she was wearing gets all funky. And she kind of looks at that, and then she kind of like sways a little bit as like this energy hits her, and she kind of flickers in and out of vision for a moment before like concentrating and making herself be visible. And just kind of looks at the rest of you like, what?
For a second, it sounded like you said the ape that you were wearing.
Yes, it's Mr. Wiggles, the ape. He hangs on my back, and he makes me
Hey,
teleport.
I got my own monkey too.
Yeah, he's got monkey on his back, absolutely.
The only thing of mine I'm not sure of, I had had a pair of winged boots I had sold to the merchant, and then later on I was like wishing I had a pair. Someone had a pair that I got from them, but I don't know where they got them from.
Probably the community downtime holiday celebration. We had a number of winged boots go out during that time. Probably safe to assume those are okay.
Awesome, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Fia will look to everybody else and be like, what just happened?
I know a bunch of my stuff just fell apart, and I'm feeling more buff and more knowledgeable, probably because of a red card or something.
Oh, that's the other question, Daniel. The red card Fia drew was the campfire. Is that something I can activate at any time, or does it activate immediately?
Yes, I meant to bring that up to you. It's the latter. You can hold on to that until needed.
Okay. So yeah, she'll also be like, when you say red card, she like reaches into one of her pockets and pulls out a card like, oh. Kind of puts that away like, I guess we'll keep that for later.
Yeah, it's like this glow from above just comes down upon me, and this card that was in my hand just goes.
Well, your armor should still exist as the base armor. It's just the magical qualities of the armor are gone.
Correct.
Sorry, I just refreshed my Roll20 and it put me in an entirely different game.
Yeah, that happens if you've got two game pages open at the same time and then you close one of them and do a reload on the other one. Happens to me all the time. The field is yours.
All right,
I just-
give me 2 seconds. I need to adjust Gale's sheet a little.
I mean, we're just gonna pop off, or
That's what I was going to ask everyone. Do we want to try and find a way around these, or do we want to fight them?
Violence.
if we can make it around them without drawing attention, that may be best.
You never know where that giant undead Nightwalker thing might be. It was just on the path last time. It could be anywhere nearby.
That's true, and I don't think a lot of people are very stealthy.
So we're not going in.
I mean, if we can avoid that.
Do we see a way around this, or does it look like we have to kind of go this way?
It's either south or north. There's not really a lateral here. The trees are very thick on either side of you, and you guys kind of had to hack your way / wind your way through to this point, so it's going to be a bit of a route to head back the other way if we do choose to avoid this.
Let's get it.
Moahuala becomes like super persuasive from her red card draw.
Meow.
I can see her going, I suggest you run now. Yeah.
Bia will say, well, I mean, I guess we do want to eliminate more of these as we can, right?
Right, but sometimes stealth is the better part of valor.
Well, I mean, if we don't want to fight him, we gotta go back to where we came and find another way around.
Yeah, you certainly know there is another way,
fighting
because
is
this
good.
isn't the way you came to get here, but this is an interesting location nonetheless.
Nothing's wrong with fighting.
I'm for it.
At that point, Fia just kind of cocks her head and goes, huh, and disappears as she goes invisible.
Hey, let's fight. Let's just disappear on everybody.
She says out loud, I'm still here. I think
Whoa.
my patron has given me more powers. Might as well use it.
Let's get to it. Are we going to try and surprise them, or just go head in?
Difficult terrain anywhere that the trees are predominantly in the space. Otherwise, it's a pretty open passage. Oh, we got news in Streamland here. 21-month sub from Mesmera. Thank you kindly. Are you gaming?
From invisibility, obviously, I'm going to use my Thorn Whip to pull this guy like into the wall if I can.
Spartan? Oh, D5. All right.
And I'll take a shot on the B1 if we're...
Okay. Let's roll initiative. You guys are going to have the surprise round here. Just take it in that order. Whoa. Refresh my memory. Did we choose to not bring any NPC with us? I think that's what happened, right?
Yep.
We left Taskus and Ayusikaj back at home base, and this is the last table that has yet to find their party mascot.
Wait, didn't we get the hand?
That's right, we got the
Invisible
hand.
hand?
Did we leave that thing behind too, or did we bring it with us?
We left it at the castle.
That's right. Who hasn't gotten? It's Monday. Monday has not gotten their companion yet.
Yeah, we didn't think it would be able to give us a hint just by
Bum,
itself.
bum, bum. All right.
Wah, wah.
So Paul has the top initiative here, taking a shot on Class B.
It's just actions for surprise run, isn't it?
I think you get your whole turn.
Oh, I will ask for a... Where is it? A deception check, please, from the Class B. Just to make sure I got my sneak attack every round.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's no way.
I'll go ahead. Not the best. If does a 19 would a 19 hit?
A 19 would.
I will burn an inspiration. Oh wait, is it
Alright.
advantage? No, it wouldn't be enough. Never mind.
Okay. Actually, I would say it would be advantage. It has no idea that you're here.
Oh, then I will.
Yeah, any
Let's
attacks
go.
here during surprise, I would say, are at advantage because we're all kind of springing the attack at once. Otherwise, Dawn, pass it to you, if that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
All right. Let me just type this thing. It's an attack block. I had to readjust something since I lost a magic item.
Gotcha. Just remember, for any of you that got access to the Orange County feat, that is triple damage against Class Bs, so you'll need an entirely separate attack block from your orange peel or orange juice, because those are only double damage.
I gotta get orange juice soon.
OJ.
Okay, here we go.
The fucking news headlines that constantly pop up here. Jesus.
All right, so I'm going to drop down here. I don't know what the height is, but I also have slow fall.
It's 20 feet.
Okay. And then I'm going to take 2 attacks on this thing. On the
All right.
God damn.
second attack.
Well, that's something. That hits on the money.
All right, I think I got that right. It's auto crit, triple damage. So it would be my 1d6 plus my modifier plus 18 because it's a D6, right?
That is correct. The other
Okay.
side of it. How did I have you set yours up, J-Man? Was it just a flat ×3, or was it a what on the other side?
Oh, plus 36.
I mean, his damage is different than yours, though, so...
Yeah, but because of the 2d6, so it's...
Right,
Yeah,
so I gotta
that's
go
true.
back. I gotta
So
go back
the
to
thing-
whatever chat here and try and figure it out. Where the frick is it? Okay. So in the critical field, it's gonna be... God dang it. 36. It should be 42? Because it's not accounting for that other dice 6 on the crit. I think. God damn it.
Well, I'm doing a 1d6 versus his 2d6. So my 6 times 3 is 18.
So for my D8 attack.
Okay, I see what happened
It's-
here. It's
it's
not... Yeah.
Yeah, you add the dice one more time. So it's like a 24 would be a 32 crit.
Right, and in Don's case, the crit side should read an additional 18, because it's already doing the ×3, but the extra d6. So instead of 36, it should read 24. That's where it's showing up wrong. It's not... It looks like you're multiplying the 18 by 2 to get that 36, but it should be 18 plus the other dice 6 maxed for 24 on the crit.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. So 54 on the crit plus 82. All right, there we go.
And then from Gloomstalker, because it's the first of the round, I get an additional attack.
Okay. 34
I have
more.
mobility, and I also have extended movement because of my monk. I have the ability to run up walls.
Quick counter.
So I'm going to
Quick
run
counter.
back up to here.
Quick counter.
Okay.
Does Sentinel counter mobility? Because all the oranges Class C and above have Sentinel.
Well, the thing with Sentinel is you have to be able to take the opportunity attack.
Oh,
which
correct.
mobility.
Yeah. Yeah, and during the
And I'm
surprise
denying
round.
him the opportunity attack. So
No, that doesn't matter. Creatures provoke opportunity attacks even if they take the disengage action. The big thing here is because it's a surprise round, I don't have a reaction.
Oh, okay.
So
And
normally,
I run up the wall.
yeah, I think normally I would be able to get you, but because this thing was like, what the hell was that? It just didn't even really register what happened until you're halfway up the side there.
Correct, because it says it does it anyway. Would
Exactly.
negate the mobility.
Right. Okay, so is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right, over to Spartan.
So my character is going to see all of these zombies and immediately think violence be upon them.
Wait, where's my monkey going?
I can't get hurt anyway, it's fine.
And seeing this Class B, picks this one and does... Hypothetically, could my character do a running jump and like tackle this thing to the ground with an attack.
You can try to, but it's one or the other. You're either trying to shove it to the ground or you're trying to deal damage to it. Unless you have an ability that lets you do both in one. But you can certainly like do a running, jumping attack. You get +1 to your attack because it's a high ground thing. We've already got advantage because we're surprised.
And I'm going to be using a longsword and two-handed.
Okay. Well, good thing for advantage.
Would I be behind it by 1 square or on top of it?
I would say you'd probably land on one of these squares right here.
Right there.
Extra attack. Solid strike right there. We'll take it.
I am not a battle master, so I guess that's all I can do.
Well, okay. Let's bring it over to J-Man here. Still doing surprise round. All right. Take that. There's no save, right? It's just if it hits, they're automatically pulled 10 feet.
Correct.
Do an extra die 6. Smack into the side of the cliff facing here.
She remains invisible.
Yes, indeed. Thing kind of throws its nose up in your direction like it knows something is up there that it would like to get its teeth on, but there exists a cliff as an obstacle between here and there. Let's send it over to Moahula.
Yeah, and I'll be right back. I gotta get some food.
Cool.
Okay, I have mobility. So I'm going to come down to this guy. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm going to lay my attacks on him. And we're using the orange peel on these guys?
It would be Orange County if you have that. I think you do. I don't remember.
No, I have orange peel on my weapon.
Gotcha. This would just be a normal attack then, because this is a Class B. Orange peel is only against Class Ds.
Okay. So here's attack 1.
Woo! Okay.
Now I turned off my Great Weapon Mastery and my Elemental Cleaver, so that shouldn't come into effect here.
Okay.
Does that hit?
It does. It's a natural 20.
Okay.
Because you got the flank.
Did that kill him?
It did not. I counted the Great Weapon Master there because it's counting the -5 from the attack and adding the +10 to damage. But yeah, there's some 40 points of damage. I was right here. Oops. That was my health bar. Now it's that.
Okay, so I'm going to hit him again.
All right. And are we
Mobility out of the way.
all right?
And that ends my turn.
Crit is good anyway. And I think I don't have reactions, but I do have legendary interrupts. We're going to take one of those. And we're going to try and knock the wind out of Spartan here with a stun attack. 29 to hit. 15 bludgeoning damage. And a con save. Seven damage. And a con save. Yeah, your own resistances and things like that I typically leave to you guys to handle when I announce the damage. And con save is likewise good, so that's surprise round. Now I got initiative to roll.
Not to mention, I have advantage with my con saves.
Okie dokie. There's my Class C. Not too bad. I think we're good. That's going to be back over to Paul's turn.
I'm going to start picking off these little guys. I'm going to attack this one over here.
Okay, just remember I named them specifically so that, because I know it's going to be an adjustment, but I miss your guys' pings a lot of times, so this is our quality of life upgrade.
I'll attack D1.
Yeah.
With Orange Pillar. And I'll use Steady Aim to get advantage.
Okay.
That's plus Orange Peeler, obviously, sorry.
So did you string your rapier into your oath bow and shoot the rapier?
The rapier was a mistake, it's just the oath bow.
That would be one heck of an attack.
Yeah, I was like, what is this? I want to see that ability.
A stab Mohole behind me.
Yarg. Yeah, that just explodes this thing. The straight shot through the head, and it just falls onto this large stone to the south of it.
And that will be me.
All right.
Can't move.
Over to Don.
Alrighty. So we're taking another trip down here. We're going to come over to this square over here so that we can... Actually, we'll take loose flank. And so we get advantage, and we'll take our 2 attacks.
Jeez.
Hero force point that.
Okay. That's good. Likewise.
And bonus action, gonna take a 3rd attack.
Okay. Yeah, this is an important rule change, or rules clarification. Give me a second.
You rolled max damage on each of those hits.
Manuel's just built different.
Okay. So that 3rd attack is going to finish me off, but because we are officially in the first round, I do have my reactions. So I am going to retort on one of those first 2 attacks before I am imminently demised. We're going to try and stab right through Manuel with this nasty blade that we've picked up from somewhere. 22 AC for 22 damage. And then we are going to be checking our thing here. Yep, that's good. Ah, yes. This is an important one as well. Second to check this on my phone. Dang it, a lot going on at once. I'm a busy man. What is this? Okay, that's pretty dumb. Hey, so stupid. Alright, Orange Retribution. Upon being slain, the Class B unique sprays the 5-foot zone around its position. All living targets must roll a con save, DC 19, to avoid contracting the Agent Orange virus. Inspirations and hero points may not be spent to influence this saving throw. Oh! Do you have anything that influences dice that is not a hero point or a saving throw? Technically, force points would be the new verbiage there.
Hold on 1 second.
Like a lucky something or Magoo's protection. I'll give you a second to look through your sheet. I need to go grab some hydration. I'll be right back.
We gotta
My
kill Manuel.
constitution is so good for this.
I mean, you were close. You beat the DC by 4 and 3. That easily could have went bad.
Right.
Well,
I got nothing.
all right.
Give me the +1.
Well, that's going to take care of that. And yeah, now we got us an orange undead to deal with here all of a sudden.
Is Manuel a Class D?
Fortunately, all of you who have revived have come back as a Class D. We've not yet seen anything that revives anyone as a Class anything else, although foreshadowing. And that will immediately put an end to Manuel's turn. Bring it over to Spartan, who suddenly has a friendly zombie here.
Well, do I want to do that? I'm just gonna go after the brand new Manuel zombie. Does that hit?
Anti-orange. Interesting. Okay. That is going to hit.
Oh, true, the anti-orange that we all potentially have.
Yeah, I mean, technically the verbiage for that is for attacks that put you in this position. I think in this situation, it would allow a reroll. That's going to be a new addendum to the anti-orange. It's not going to be an automatic escape from these instantaneous Agent Orange contraction potential events, but an anti-orange will give you another shot to potentially make it out.
Oh, because I have 2 anti-oranges.
Feel free to roll one, or burn one, and you can roll that con save again. It is 1 per event, just like inspirations and hero points.
Yeah,
Or
I only have a +3. The 18 was pretty lucky getting that.
sure.
If he doesn't use his, I'll use one of my 4.
Okay. Roll it then. Reroll.
Net 1.
Damn it!
Oh my god!
How
Fuck
dare you,
you,
Paul?
I brought it.
said nat
I
1.
brought it
I
into
mean, it was a
existence.
Fuck you.
I mean, technically it's a 15 because he's re-rolling with advantage this time because of the anti-orange. It is effectively working like an inspiration in this respect, but even still, yeah, that's the same result. All right, so Spartan gets in here, does get a hit, and yeah, that's 28 of the 42 HP. That's another dozen.
And I'm going to actually action surge.
Oh man, that's fucked up. Yeah, you got this little fucking thing just all up in your face.
Could I use an auto nat 20?
On the monkey?
No, on Manuel.
Maybe wouldn't waste it.
Sure, if you want. Damn.
I
I
mean,
mean, he's got very little health left.
I want to get him down so like we can get him back up.
Yeah, you can get him back, but I'm just saying you don't have to waste your nat 20.
I did clarify that when I redeemed the other 2, so would I have 2 of them still left over?
Yes.
So I now still have 2 left over.
Mm-hmm. I would recommend burning them in tonight's session, though, so we don't go too far over. I do want to keep them inside of the sessions
Right.
they are redeemed.
So if that's auto crit, how would I do that?
It's what we see there, plus another 10, so 25 damage, and because it's a crit, that will automatically finish off the orange, and leave our buddy back here with the 10-round Revivify countdown.
Now that he's down, I'm going to move forward towards this D3 orange and make my other attack. I'm going to make it a nat 20 crit as well. So I'm going to kill this thing.
Okay. Go ahead and... Yep. So we'll do a bit of extra damage there. The monkey throws this at you here. Oh, well, I'm sure we can all guess what the monkey threw at you, but the artwork for it didn't show up. Yeah, I mean, that's a solid crit right there, but these things still got 40-something hit points at max value, so nasty gouge out of its face and the cranium, but it is still alive.
Well, that's pretty much all I'm able to do.
All right.
Now whatever he's throwing showed up.
Oh, I think that's somebody using the special effects thing. That's funny. In the art library, there. What? Somebody created the Golgothan.
In the land.
It's a shit demon. How much they want for this Golgothan? I bet it's a $5 pack. But what else the fuck they got in here? It's my turn up next anyway, so I'm gonna spend a few seconds perusing. $5 pack. Oh yeah, it's got the Annabelle doll. It's got Freddy Krueger. And it's got the symbol monkey. Yeah, the shit demon. That's oh, it's got the well girl from The Ring. Interesting. Well, if I ever want to put you guys up against a shit demon, the option does exist. Okay, orange class C's. We got one of them right here. Well, it's my turn. Let's do this. I mean, you're the only one on the field, literally, so let's go after Spartan. A double attack here. We will, let's check percentile. Hey, that's funny. Gotta love when the DM rolls one of those randomly when people are trying to get those every day in the Lost Dice game. This thing is going to attack Spartan with a sword attack. It's actually holding on to a blade that it picked up somewhere. And while this blade has could certainly stand from some maintenance and some cleaning, this is a very fine looking blade. Why did you have to kill my zombie friend Manuel? I would have gotten a natural 20 on that for a whole other 1 point of damage. Instead, that's a hit for 2 points of damage. 22 to hit Spartan for 5, which of course you'll reduce. And then we'll try to kick. Another 22 to hit Spartan, this time for 14 damage. Not counting for your resist. And we've got another orange class.
So that'll be 7.
Mm-hmm. Got another class C. Our movement is 40. Plus we have the bonus action Terrorizing Advance, another 40 feet. 80 feet. Let's try to make this work. 30, 50, 65, 70, 75 feet. Exactly. This one just comes scampering out of the gloom and gets right up on Spartan's flank. And it's going to try and take an attack on you. Try percentile for this one. I thought for sure I was going to roll 42. We're going to go for a bite attack and a scratch. 26 to hit, 22 to hit. 8 damage and 8 damage, which after your resistances is 8 damage. Alright, so that's it for the Class C's on the board. There are 2 of them. Now it's up to the Class B. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, we'll move over to the orange class dumbasses. I mean, yeah, this is just where it gets absolutely crazy. Because we're just going to swarm. 35. I mean, Manuel's dead at this point, so we're just going to stand on top of that. There. Alright, we got a full surround here. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Class D's. 5 die 5. Here we go. All with flank advantage. That's a grab, that's a pummel, bite, scratch. Okay, so first one gets a grab on you. 22 to hit.
Would that be a contested strength check or no?
It is not. It is a grapple, and then on your turn, if you want to break free of it, it is a escape DC of 13, but it would take one of your attacks. 22 to hit for 4 damage. And then miss, and then natural 20 for, what was that, 2, 4. All the hits and your resistance going to be 5 points of damage.
Thank you for giving me that unique power.
Oh yeah, money. And Now we're going to start squeezing. We've seen this happen before. 30, 35, 40. Is the whip that pulled D5 into the wall a continuous effect or just instantaneous?
It's instant. It hits and goes away.
There's fucking something up there. I'm gonna go get it. The hell yeah, I am. Climb our ass up here. It's all sniffing like right around your space. One, two, three, or four. Or five. A 3 means that it's going to successfully target your space. 1, 2, 4, or 5. 4 means that it's actually going to target this space right here, which there's just, of course, nobody at. And then D6 sees this fun dog pile going on here. We don't quite have enough to get there, so we'll just get there. And then 35, 40. We're going to move the rest of the swarm up from the south side of the map. All is one. Revealing oranges 11 through 21.
That's definitely more than 10.
Absolute. And then we're just going to swarm. Swarm. Hey, we can squeeze into that space. Action dash. There. Action dash. There. Move in. Move in. Alright. What we need is a fireball with orange peeler and critical caster. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these guys are able to get attacks. The others had to action dash to get here. We're gonna try another grab attack. These are all straight rolls. We get advantage for flank. We have disadvantage because we're squeezing into such tight quarters. Grab attack. Bite, bite. Grab. I'm sorry, attack. Pummel. Not a whole lot happening there. Another grab from this one here. Increases the hands-on Spartan to 2. Oh yeah, in big swarm combats, rogues kind of lose a little of their efficiency, but in a party of 6 versus one big bad, they can sometimes be the most useful character on the board. The 21 is going to hit, so yeah, all of that, I get a grab on you and a bite for 4 damage. You get to knock that down to 2. Okay, J-Man, that's over to your turn.
I have a question on the Radiant Mine. Does that have a radius to it?
It does. It should be the same 4. It should be the same 10-foot cube as the grenade. I think that's what the AOE is for that, right?
Center that on me.
I mean, it's a mine. Somebody's got to get down there and like place it into the dirt and wait for somebody to step on it. It's not a throwable interaction. That's the difference between the mine and the grenade. Mine is usually they're chasing after us, and here's a hallway where we can conveniently bottleneck them, and they have to come through here, so we know it's going to get some of them. Oh, geez, yeah. Kimberly would have a freaking field day with the unique ability with her and Cedar.
So 10-foot cube, huh?
It should be the same as the grenade. Is the grenade a 10-foot cube or a 20-foot cube? Because now I'm doubting myself. I'm feeling like it might be a 20. 16 squares instead of 8, I guess. 20-foot cube, yes indeed.
Yeah, I just found it. 20-foot cube.
Yep, Kimberly found it for us too. I was starting to look for it, and I'm like, I bet she's gonna post it in the Twitch chat. Can always rely on you. You're awesome.
So, through my telepathy to Spartan, I'll say, I can put this radiant mine at your feet if you want.
Go for it.
Okay. Since I have the winged
Where
boots, I
the-
can just fly right over there.
Where the hell did you go?
And yeah, I guess I'll turn it on and just throw it at his feet. And then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step out of there so I don't get caught in it.
All right.
As before you leave, I tell you, I'm just gonna step on it myself.
You're spending your action to place the mine yourself, right, J-Man?
Yeah, I move action to set the mine, basically, and then bonus action to Misty Step out.
Okay. And there's a lot of feet in those spaces right there. I don't know that there's going to be a whole lot of delay between setting and activation, so let's check.
Which is why Misty stepped out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, this beats the Darren and Dawn. I'm gonna cause a major explosion. Everybody get out of here. Time clock delay here because, yeah, there's literally a split second after he sets it and it just goes off. And, I mean, that's pretty massive.
I mean, he said he was ready for that, so I was like, okay, here you go.
That's pretty huge. All right, I am, in this case, everybody rolling their deck save is going to do so with disadvantage. There is no room to maneuver, to try to juke from. The one guy who's not squeezing physically into a space with other zombies is literally being grabbed by two other zombies, so your movement and defensive capacity is limited. So let's copy this over. Oh, I can't copy.
Would that do anything for me?
I mean, it's gonna. Oh, I see. I was like, what are you gonna do for? Are you gonna damage you? Is what's gonna happen? Let's see. Can it contacts addition when you make it? Not that I'm seeing in this case, no.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's got to make a save. It's not
Right.
check.
I could see like a circumstantial tie-in, but because there's not an actual bonus to it that's going to help in this case, it's just kind of it's not entirely relevant. All right, so
All right.
Can you post the grenade or the radiant mine there, J-Man? I was unable to copy from Kimberly's text here in the chat.
Yeah, just a second. That, like, the orange, the defeats don't apply to that, right?
Correct.
Okay, just making sure I was going to do the right damage.
Okay, we got that. We got this. I need to double check my own stuff. It's not just you guys. I do create a lot of stuff, and it's easy to get buried in all of the D&D extra stuff that we got going on here. So always good to double check. No, we're gonna 180 that. The orange peeler feats and what have you do apply on these attacks. Not to be confused with allowing them to apply to spells and things generally in that nature, but because these items are specifically created to combat the undead, and so too are the feats that you guys have. It seems a cool combo here.
Okay, so I have Peeler 2, and Juice.
Okay, so Juice and Peeler definitely necessary here. I don't know if Peeler 2 is going to come into play too much because we're all taking the same or the same half, and I think we could just get lost in a endless pie formula there. If we okay, I made my save, but I take the spillover from this guy, but then I still have, but then this guy still has spillover. Oh God. So yeah, in that respect, I think we'll just automatically add 48 radiant damage, and I mean, if I fail the save, that's instant death on the Class Ds because they've got a max of 42. But yeah, let's get those deck saves going. DJ, you got one, and I've got a whole bunch of them. You're at disadvantage just like me.
The B is down, right? Because I have county as well.
Yes, the B got destroyed very quickly. But both of the Class Cs are mixed in this this dog pile. Alright, I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 Ds and 2 Cs. Okay. 15 die 20. The Ds have a dex bonus of +5. Jeez! Oh, and I rolled half the amount of dice that I should have. We're rolling with disadvantage. So that's a 5 instead of a natural 20. That's a fail, that's a fail, that's a fail, that's another fail, that's another fail. All my natural 20s got countered. Another fail, another fail, another fail. It's not until zombie number 8 that I finally get a success. And then fail, 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 fail. Wow. All right. Every one of them except for zombie number 8 just got eradicated in a mighty wash of radiant energy. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the one that made its save. And 33 plus 48. Let's see, 40, 71 at half damage. It's just barely hanging on. And then all the rest of the Class Ds eradicated. Same for you, same for you. Definitely same for you. And we'll just escort you guys off the board.
Does that mean I take a quarter damage because I'm resistant to all damage?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you didn't make your save. Everybody made their save at disadvantage, so you rolled a 9.
Oh, then I'm going, in that case, can I use Indomitable?
Yeah, you certainly can. So you'll make the save, and then, yeah, you take a quarter of the total damage. And you don't take the extra 48 because you're not a Class D zombie, or a Class anything zombie.
So instead of 33, I am taking 8 damage.
8 whole damage. Okay, now checking the Class C zombies. We got the same dex bonus. It's all happening at the same time, so we're still at disadvantage, although in our case, we both made the save. Okay, so that's half of the... leaves us... Yeah, these Class C's are actually holding on pretty decent after that, but that could have gone a lot different had they failed those saves. All right.
I assume I'm no longer grappled.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, the zombies that were grappling you are just incinerated. There's fingernails dug into your clothing, but that's about all that remains.
Nicely done.
Is that it for you, J-Man?
I would hope so. Jesus Christ.
Shit, man. Keep it rolling. I didn't give many tables the opening to get to play around with their new powers in a environment that's not Got a huge boss waiting somewhere on it, although maybe there is off to the south of the map. Gale, your turn.
Okay, now I'm back to plan A. Now that we got rid of all those Class Ds. So I'm going to come
dumbasses.
down here to Manuel. I'm going to use a Phoenix down. I'm going to use my action to use a Phoenix down on him. And that brings him up to 1 point, right?
Beautiful, yep. It is your bonus action as
Okay.
well, but that
Then-
is the case. He does
Oh.
Revivify.
Oh, it's both?
It's your action and your bonus action with a Phoenix down. You can split them up over 2 different rounds, too, with if you want to make the action economy work like that for you, but it is both actions.
Okay, hold on a second. Can I still attack something?
Unlikely, unless you had
No,
an
never
action
mind.
surge.
Never mind.
All right, yeah, the only thing you would have left is probably some extra movement. Do you have a... Or no, you got the wing boost, so yeah, you're fine. You don't have to worry about the cliff. Did you want to do any movement after that, or are you good right there?
Mobility. Plus mobility gives me the rough terrain doesn't affect me. I'm gonna stay here and protect Manuel for a little bit.
Okay. Oops, I double clicked there. And yeah, Paul, let's pass it back over to your turn.
May I get the class, the C1 to make a deception check, please?
I mean, unless you roll pathetically poor, there's kind of no point in me rolling one. I mean, I can beat that. Slim chance, but I can. Is 14 what I'm trying to beat? I don't want to roll a natural 20 and then have you be like, I'm going to inspo.
I'll leave it at the... Oh, yeah, I'll leave it at the 14. Fuck it.
All right. I got an 8.
Hell yeah. Make sure to take orange pillar off.
That's sad.
Oh, I'll use an unspawn on that, though.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You're still trying to get orange juice. We'll take that right there.
I'll get it at level 12. And that'll be me, sir.
All right. Manuel, that's back over to you.
All right, so I'm going to stand back up. It's only taking me 5 feet of movement to stand up because of my monk abilities. I'm going to heal 9 hit points. I'm going to take an attack on that one.
All right. Dumbass 19. My AC is a 14.
I'm going to take just another attack on.
Oh my gosh.
Damn. Well, I just got back from the dead. All right.
That's fair. That's fair.
Bonus action to take an attack on the one, because that one is not playing nice.
Oh! Little karmic equalization there.
Fate made its decision for you.
And since I have mobility and I attacked both of those, I do get to move away.
You son of a... Hey, have a good night,
And,
Terry. Good to see you there.
And I run up the wall, boop, 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 and I sit over here, and I breathe heavy, and that's the end of my turn.
Very good. Let's see what DJ's got planned for this round. Now that you can see again, it's just a real bright light.
So, quick question. If I kill a creature, would my great weapon Master Feat still go off?
If you kill a creature, what's the I? You reduce 0 hit points. That's how it reads to me.
Alright then, I'm going to attack the D19.
Alright.
And if the 16's not going to kill it, I'm going to use an inspo.
Well, we won't know if it kills it until I roll my con save, and by that point it's too late to change the attack roll. So either we're going to risk it and chance that the 16 does kill it, because there is a possibility, or you can do the natural 20 and it's definitely dead.
Yeah, nat 20 it.
Alright. Dumbass 19 is removed from the board. But I was the only one that made my saving throw!
And now I have 2 more attacks.
Well, this guy looks depressed enough, so you should just stay away from her.
Just because you said that, she's going to be the one I'm hitting.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh! Alright. We'll take it. Holy moly, bro!
Can I infill that? I want to infill that.
You can. Okay, 23 more. Yep. So that's your 3 attacks.
Yep, that's my turn.
The crit's not set right. Oh yeah, the crit is not set right. Yeah, it's shortening you that damage right there by 2, 5, and 3 for another 10. All right, we'll take that. And that's it. We'll go over to the oranges now. Class C1 is going to start off here on Spartan. Move into flank. And try to get some action. We are the one with the mighty fine blade. Hey, good thing we moved. That's a 20 to hit for 9 and a natural 20 to hit for 12. So that is 4, 2, 6, 10. Yeah, 10 whole points of damage from all that after your resist. And then the other orange C is going to go for 2 scratch attacks. Both will hit thanks to the flank, and it's the same as last round. 8 damage and 8 damage. After you resist, it's 8 damage. Now it's time for the orange class Ds. The 3 of them look at each other. Weren't there 20 of us a second ago? Whatever, let's get him. We don't know who else is here. Hey, there's a lion girl over here. I'm gonna go get her. Alright, so 2 of them attacking Spartan. As always, the Class Ds are a bit more random in how they perform. I don't know why I rolled that many.
Did D18 go with an attack? Like, did he provoke an attack of opportunity?
Not unless you have a reach weapon. Closest I got to you was right there. We're gonna go for a scratch and a pummel attack on Spartan, and thanks to the loose flanking rules, neither of those hit. We'll go to the one that's on Moahula. It's probably gonna try and just do a grapple. Yep, sure enough. There's the grab. And that's a miss by 5. Pass it over to J-Man's turn. Oh god. That's what makes it all the more terrifying. You guys can't see it! out of your fucking dreams.
What the fuck? Everything's dark.
So I'll bonus action wild shape, and I'm gonna go eat this guy that's up here looking for me.
It's still trying to peck around in this space right here. I know you're here. I know you're over there.
Must have been the wind.
I think I'll probably just use my natural 20 on him.
All right. Pretty sure I'm dead, but let's see what we're looking at. I need to get me a Tenchu game into my gaming library. I got like 200 something games here. Not one of them is Tenchu. Ninja! Yep, that's enough right there with what I see, and then you're going to crit on top of that. Yeah, this thing's head just goes flying off the cliff, lands down over here somewhere. Oh yeah, that resistance is doing big work right there. Otherwise, you're probably sitting at like 2 or 3 hit points.
And in Manuel's head, he'll hear, "Do you need me to heal you, or will you stand back and heal yourself?"
No, I'm good. I'll stand back and heal myself.
Very well, and you feel like there's weird presence near you as the giant invisible beast is right there. And that's my turn.
Oh dear. Okay, Gale, over to your turn.
Okay, so I am going to go for the guy that hit me, tried to grapple me.
Okay.
And this is with the orange. Oh wait, hold on, let me turn off rage damage and elemental cleaver. I had intended to rage, but changed my mind now.
Sure. Yeah, you can handle these things.
So I still have great weapon mastery on.
Okay. Oh, well, if great weapon mastery was not on, that would have hit. 14's my AC. -5 though.
All right, well, here comes attack number 2.
Doe.
It's gonna be one of those nights. Don said use inspiration.
That is going to be good for the second attack and leave us right there. Almost chop this thing in half in one shot.
All right, that ends my turn. I'm gonna stay put.
Excellent. And that ends another round, and that ends our first half. We're going to catch up with y'all in about 10 minutes with the next half of our session tonight. Thanks for hanging out, friends. Are you gaming?
Are you with us?
Hey, did any of you guys, besides Don, obviously, go to Pirate Fest last weekend?
No, I did not.
What's that?
It's in Vegas. It's one weekend in April, and think Renaissance Fair, but with pirates. But there were quite a few vendors that had sets of dice, and some of them were like really fancy. They had all kinds of accessory boxes and mimic boxes that came with dice. Apparently, tabletop is making a comeback.
Oh, hell yeah, that sounds cool. I wish I lived in America sometimes.
I was just surprised at all the gaming dice, all the sets of dice, and I asked one lady, I said, "Is tabletop making a comeback?" She says, "Oh yeah, it's becoming more mainstream again."
I complicate things. One of my many skills. I'm making things up. All in my mind, 'cause I analyze their body language. I hear every change in their tone. Maybe they hate me, somehow I blame me. My mama said, that's just the weight of the world. It's not personal, it's just how it works. Don't be angry for too long, I'll get burned. 'Cause that's just the weight of the world. Shake it off now. Personal, it's just how it works. Shake it off now. That's just the weight of the world. I cry my eyes out over a shallow guy. Yeah, I'm feeling left out. Got no invitation last night. I analyze their body language. I hear every change in their tone. Maybe they hate me, somehow I blame me. My mama said, that's just the weight of the world. It's not personal, it's just how it works. Don't be angry for too long, I'll get burned. 'Cause that's just the way of the world. Shake it off now. Personal, it's just how it is. Shake it off now. That's just the way of the world.
You can't kill my confidence, you think I give a fuck, that's what they do. You can't kill my confidence, you think I give a fuck, that's what they do. You can't kill my confidence, you think I give a fuck, that's what they tell me. All the fucks I ever give.
Let's get back into it, hey? Tidy up this battlefield here. Go ahead, Paul. You got the top.
Looks like I just need to reset.
All right.
Reload. I'm going to attack D17, I think, anyway. Huh?
Right now.
I'm going to attack D17, but my fucking... what you call it? My roll 20 isn't working.
Well, that's good news for me. That ensures my survivability another round. I like the sound of that.
I'm rushing.
All good.
Load.
Let's see.
No, it's not
Also
loading. It's not loading.
for DJ and Paul, if you guys didn't notice in the orange, or I'm sorry, the Cyberpunk Waterdeep text channel today, you guys got your relics.
Oh, did I get mine? I didn't realize.
Mine's a short sword that I have yet to attune to, so I can't quite use it. I mean, I could use it, it's just I wouldn't have any of the bonuses.
Right. Yeah, it's just a very nice short sword. At this point, hopefully we get a opportunity for a short rest at some point during tonight's session. I know Dawn will be very excited.
There we go, finally loaded.
Any rest is a good rest.
It's been 3 sessions since Wednesday had a long rest, so we might be ready for a short one, depending on what happens here. Oh. Well, damn.
D17, please.
That's a natural 1.
Oh, I'll burn an inspiration, why not?
Well, then I guess that one just got completely shattered with another bolt through the skull.
Melted.
Crack. Is that it for you?
Yeah, sorry, that's for me.
Alright.
Wait, sorry, I won't burn the inspiration because I have steady aim.
Gotcha.
With
You're
my
not
bonus
moving.
action,
Okay.
sorry.
Don, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to use produce flame on the one that's below me.
Okay. Wow. Like famine or feast for you tonight. It's like 3 natural 1s and 2 natural 20s, I think.
No shit. Inspiration.
All right, we'll take it, and we might get burned alive with that. We need to beat a DC 14, and we did not. So yeah, that one just gets burned up and charred and falls dead burning.
Don't forget your regen.
Okay. Okay, from here, I'm just going to hang out and the battle and heal up some more.
All right, let's pass it over to DJ.
Gonna regen my health and attack this C1 orange zombie.
Wow. Like your 4th nat 20 tonight, I believe.
That I'm gonna apologize to the fact that is the 4th one, but that is complete RNG.
Absolute. That's,
Yeah, I'm wondering who are you paying off here?
That's going to require another shot like that, though. We are still just hanging on with the tiniest little bit
All right.
of
Well, if it's
energy.
still standing, I'm gonna smack it.
Oh dear. Gonna need
Don't I have
Or wait.
flank advantage?
Technically, you do, even if you don't see that J-Man is there. This thing is feeling his presence on the other side. So that is going to hit and prompt a con save, which we do not make. That's another dead one.
And because I killed it, I'm gonna attack another one.
Okay. It drops that very nice longsword at your feet that it was using to hack away at you.
Can I? Not quite yet, because I'm using my bonus action to attack, and I'm going to miss.
That's a miss.
That's my turn.
All right. Well, I've got an orange C and an orange D, and that's all that's left on the board. I guess it's a matter of who are they most interested in. We're going to divide and conquer. We're going to put ourselves into a flank here between Moahula and Spartan and attack her with a pair of unarmed strikes, both of which will miss.
That creature tries to attack her. Do I proc that?
Yes. Yeah, you can use your reaction to make an attack against it.
I'm gonna inspiration that.
You've got flank.
Oh, very true.
And the Class D is going to try to grab Spartan to no success. And okay, we'll take that critical strike, close out Orange C, Orange D, pass it over to J-Man. Nice little recap there of the last turn and some. That is 2 for 2, and that's the end of the Class Ds.
So the D tried to grab Spartan, and as he like kind of looks over his shoulder at it, it just gets torn apart by the air.
Yeah. Yeah, very strange magical whirlwind that just shreds it to pieces. And if that's it there, we'll pass it to Gale.
So that's not going to be the orange great axe. That's going to be the regular one, right?
It is an orange C, so yeah, you would need the orange juice feet.
Which I do not have. I just have the orange peel.
Gotcha.
All right, attack numero uno.
Got that with the flank. Oh boy.
Okay, and attack number 2.
24. Oh boy. Not going to be hanging out here much longer.
And I will just stay put.
All right. Pass it over to Paul, who can hopefully finish this thing off.
Wabam! 22.
Absolutely. Woo! Absolutely crit that one into extinction. Oh, and your dice are doing that thing again where they're sitting on top of each other, and they have to wait till they settle before I clear them off my GM layer.
I should know. Me too.
I think if I roll a die, it'll reset it. Oh, no, it doesn't. It only does it on the other side. Thankfully, it's the side the streaming audience sees. It's only me who sees the dice stacked up here, I think. All right. Well, now that that's all resolved and we can drop out of initiative.
I'd like to loot the sword that has dropped.
Easily done. Is as it was showing when it attacked you. It's a +1 longsword.
These guys have anything else on them?
Let's check.
Come on, lightsaber.
Jeez. No lightsabers, but they've all got a variety of different personal effects to be found upon their person. Anything as minor as a scrap of paper that they were journaling something onto, to actual valuable pieces of gold. Not a whole
Do we
lot
have
to
anyone
be found
keeping
here.
track of the treasure?
This might be the first time the treasury is needed in some time, but yeah, there's 20 gold coins to be found on the carcasses of the dead and that +1 longsword. There is also obviously something going on the other side of the ridge here to the south, as you can see the path leading up another embankment there, and from the sounds of it, there's gotta be dozens and dozens of zombies just around the corner, so you can hear another mass of them nearby.
I'm gonna sit back on a stump for a little while and let my hit points go up a lot.
Wait, I smell something in this direction.
3 to
Yep.
5 minutes ought to get you healed up there as usual. And yep, if we
Alright.
assemble the party down here on the south side of the map, we can proceed to the sound of all these zombies if that is something we want to pursue. There's obviously a bunch of them nearby. It doesn't sound like they're moving either. Like, you don't hear them getting farther away, getting closer. It's just there's a bunch of them nearby, almost like somebody's got a bunch trapped in a pit or something.
Do you have another grenade?
If you will telepathically say, I have a grenade, not another mine, though. I can go, since they can't see me, I can go see what's going on.
Can I also drink a potion of healing?
Probably not necessary. If we're chilling out for like 3 or 4 minutes, you're going to regen all the way back up to full. Save
Can
your
Pilly
replenishables.
Can Pilly Bill also go invisible and do the best to follow Fia?
I'm down to sneak up on him again. Do I have to attune to the sword that I just picked up?
+1 weapon does not require attunement, thankfully.
You just gotta thwang it.
Okay, I need to get a few final details here for our second map.
Oh, a couple things you should be aware of.
Oh,
One,
hell
I
no.
now have umbral sight, so I don't need the goggles anymore.
Pitchin'.
And also, as part of, let's see, where is it? Oh, that's right. That's the second part of it. I'm invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision to see me.
Right. Which I think, I'm pretty sure somebody else, actually I believe you are the 3rd or 4th Gloomstalker in this campaign. And hopefully not the 3rd or 4th to find out that these zombies are not using dark vision.
Okay. Just thought I'd let you know if something should pop up.
Oh yeah, there are definitely other creatures that rely on dark vision, but the zombies themselves, we have seen that they use more than just vision. Their sense of smell is quite powerful, although J-Man managed to evade it just fine a few moments ago. Of course, the more powerful the undead, the more keenly attuned their senses are likely to be. Okay, I need a lot of zombies. A lot. And let's do that again. That sounds good. And because there's no dynamic lighting on this map, I'm not even going to bother to move tokens over here. I'm just going to move everybody here. J-Man is, of course, the only character who has proceeded here. I think, what did somebody else say they went invisible too?
Yeah, Peely.
Is that a superpower or a spell?
Boon of the Night Spirit.
I see. Gotcha.
So I'm also sneaking up.
So this is the site of that survival shack that we passed on the way north to the shrine to recover the artifact. We didn't really think much of it. We'd already kind of seen one of these on the shoreline out by the first Falling Skies village that we encountered in this campaign. And we've been instructed that we'll find, or we've been told that we will find these occasionally that are just stocked with survival goods for anybody who happens to be in need. So, in our case, we didn't really think much of it. We're not really in need of food and general supplies because we can kind of provide for ourselves. But these zombies are very, very interested in this survival shelter, namely because something seems to have caused the roof to completely collapse over what's in there, and the zombies are just very intently trying to get past this fallen roof to whatever might be underneath it.
That's a lot of zombies.
These are all Class D.
Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah.
If yeah, you still have that grenade.
Telepathically, I do.
I also have a set.
Should we just throw like 3 grenades at once?
Oh, does Healy fly?
They cannot, no.
Does it look like they're making any progress to get into that shed? Like, do we have a time limit here?
Knowing how efficient these classes of zombies are, you've probably got anywhere between 5 and 30 minutes.
Okay. I will tell whoever might be with me. I don't know who's with me.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of heard Peely speak from somewhere off in the distance. He apparently thinks he's nearby you.
I will be like, I'm going to head back so I can let everybody else know what's going on so that we can make a plan.
Cool. Jump back to the other map here.
I'll get back there and tell everybody else what it saw and what do we want to do. I'm currently in my beast form. This is telepathically, of course. If we want me to use that grenade, I'll have to turn back into myself.
Worst case scenario, you could give it to someone else.
To even do that, I'll have to turn back into myself at this point.
I gotcha.
But if
Alright,
if any of you have some of these, then that might fix that problem anyway.
I think you
well,
should
I have a grenade. And a mine. The thing is, though, is I no longer have the ability to fly because, and I pull out a broom that all the bristles are falling out. And it's a little warped.
Well, if you could probably give the mine to Peely, and I can take the grenade and use it in this form just fine.
I'd love to take the mine.
All right,
I-
I hand out the 2 items that I have, and
I have 3 searing stones and I have 4 necklace of fireballs that has 2 beads each on them.
Well, shit, you might maybe use it.
Ooh, yes, that sounds fantastic.
You always have to be careful not to include that structure in the fireball.
Should we all take a fireball bead and throw it at once?
Well, I've got Manuel's grenade. I'll get to the far end of those guys and blast a big, as large of a group as I can with that grenade on the back end, and then you guys can start attacking the front and sides.
Let's say, yeah, if we can get the grenade and the mine towards the back group, and then we could fireball the front group, and then deal with everything else that remains after that.
If you're flying, Fia, can you drop me in the middle?
Sure. I don't know where you are, though.
You're like 5 minutes of Peely Beale and Fia just kind of feeling around. He's like, where are you?
Well, you can easily like turn yours off and turn it back on again. Well, I guess so can I. It's the...
If I have true sight, can I see what Fia is?
Definitely. True sight sees through the altered form, and it sees the invisible creature. So you basically just see her standing there invisibly.
I explain to Peely Beale what I see and where Fia is.
Carry me.
Peely. But I mean, I can just turn off the invisibility and walk over to where he's at, and everybody else, of course, sees me in my beast shape, and he can climb up on top of that.
Question, have we ever addressed what Spartan sees when he looks at the zombies with true sight?
No, you have not.
All right, yeah, I think it's only the Thursday table that has crossed that bridge, but Wednesday should be brought into the loop as well. Spartan, when he looks upon any of these classes of zombies, he sees a series of necrotic tendrils extending from the corpse of the zombie itself, about 15 feet straight up into the sky, attached to a incessantly struggling shadow of some sort. It's almost like you're looking at maybe the soul or the spirit that used to be attached to this carcass, and there's some kind of necrotic weave that's keeping it attached to the zombie, and only through true sight are you even aware of this aspect.
Oh boy, what did it look like when Manuel turned into a zombie?
That would, because of the quickness of it, the tendrils were only just starting to seep out of Manuel's body before Spartan put it down, and the soul just returned back to the carcass. For anybody who's familiar with the game Death Stranding, very similar visual effect in that regard when you see the BTs when it gets all stormy and you're able to actually see them in their true form, and you're just surrounded by all these weird little spirit things that are just kind of tethered to the ground. Oh my god, what are these things?
And I'm offended by the tag carcass.
Yeah, well, you were for a second. And I use that term on the living,
I'm
too.
still a human.
Stop playing the game Carcassonne so much.
It was a fun game.
Right, yeah, if Peely wants to get on the back of the Crazy Beast thing, you can go invisible and
Onward.
take you over there.
Onward, Chauncey.
We can all get a little bit closer, like maybe to the exterior of the map here, if we want to drag our tokens into play. These things are so fixated on this survival shelter broken rooftop that they don't notice your approach even at this close a distance. I mean, you've got some cover between here and there, a lot of tall trees, a lot of bamboo.
I was hoping for you to drop me in the center so I can affect as many as possible.
Oh, damn.
Fireball's a 20-foot radial thing, right?
These things are actually making some good progress here with that percentile roll. You just hear wood splintering and bones breaking and teeth gnashing as these zombies are using whatever method they have at their disposal to try and break into here. Now they just look like a giant H.
So I will telepathically say to Peely, I'll say, all right, I'm going to fly over there. I'm going to drop this grenade and try to drop it in such a way that it, air bursts right above them, hitting them but not hitting the shed. And then once that goes off, feel free to jump in.
Okay. Ready to go.
I mean, I'm obviously above them, but I don't want to get in there in that spot.
Where am I?
You got to drag your token out to the board for any of you who don't have representation. Hero, somebody cast the reduce spell on him. Look at him, he's so cute.
I'm a little
I'm
guy.
trying to get you over there.
Is this the target you wanted to hit right here, J-Man? Just this guy?
Sure, that's fine. No, like I said, I don't know if you want me to roll anything to try and get that targeted so that it maybe just singes the top of the shed while like taking their heads off or something.
If you've got a ranged attack option, go ahead, roll that. Yeah, you're feeling pretty good about that. And go ahead and roll the damage. I'll start rolling my 16 saving throws.
Do you maybe want to move it one over? Then I can get the... No, one to the right. And then I can get the other side, if possible. Yeah, and then I can get the... And then if Fear's going to drop me, I can try and get, like, these ones.
You have the same weapon?
I was going to, like, get Fear to drop me at, like, dead center here. And I was just going to activate the mine. If that's possible.
I mean, once you get dropped down, you're going to get dropped down into zombies. There's no like safe space to touch down, so as soon as you physically enter their space, they're going to be aware of you. Not that you
Yeah,
won't
still
be
be
able to
able to-
set the mine, but there's likely to be some interaction between them and you before that moment happens.
No, that should be fine. I'm scrappy. I just want to take out as many as possible.
I need to make sure to not encourage this kind of behavior. We don't occupy the same spaces as our monsters, and for good reason. Whenever we try something new, the first thing that always comes to mind is precedent.
If I can, I'll just like go over here.
Now, there's nothing mechanically that you can't get in their space. It's just that it needs to be. There should be some level of difficulty to it, I feel. Alright, so we got that damage. Man, it was better last time. Plus the 40.
Well,
Wasn't
it's
it
only
6
dice
dice?
6 for the. This is the grenade. So.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I was like, wasn't it 48? So 36.
Yeah, the mine is 8
46.
dice 6.
Yeah, and see, that's also part of the difference too. Is like the grenade is meant to be easier deployed. The mine, you have to be a little more tactical, and you get rewarded with extra damage dice. So we're trying to circumvent that in a sort.
Although it's funny because the mine does more damage, but the DC is 1 less than the grenade.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's all part of the pros and cons I tried to put in place with these to warrant some level of consideration on any given Sunday. But let's check. Let's see. We got 6. Was that 9, 11, and 15? 30, 40. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, and 16. Alright, so first and foremost, let's rid ourselves of these ones. And then if we're going to touch down in the middle here, I'm thinking 4 of them.
Ricola.
It's really funny. I think if Spartan's watching this and he can see through the invisibility and the wild shape, does he see a Fia with a grenade in her mouth?
Exactly. Okay, so we are definitely aware.
Would that be a surprise type thing where they can't do anything for the first turn?
I don't know. I'm kind of. You guys are kind of throwing a little too much of a curveball at me in what's supposed to be a very easy situation. Like you've got the ranged weapons and the damage to just like literally stand here and here and here and just destroy the ever-loving fuck out of them. So we're needlessly complicating something that I've intentionally set up to be easy. So yeah, I'm batting behind the strike count here, trying to figure this out.
If it was me, I would say that the ones right, like those 4 that he's next to, because he's taking an action to arm the mine, he's no longer invisible, and they should be able to get like attacks of opportunity on him at the very least.
I would agree with that.
And I'm even like not even to that stage yet. He's immediately touched down on top of them, and now they're suddenly aware of this presence of something in their midst, which is just going to cause a beehive of activity in that immediate vicinity before we even get to the point where his feet touched ground and he starts to try to deploy the mine. And I'm trying to mechanically figure out how that works, while also these are just Class D zombies. It's not like they're going to shred them to pieces, but I don't know if it's necessarily as easy as I tuck myself to be thin as a toothpick and touch down perfectly between them, slide the mine down my leg, trigger it with my big toe, and just very carefully saunter myself out of here like so. Like, I don't know.
Plus, Gale's patiently waiting to throw a fireball at some stuff. So.
I feel you. I mean, this is a part of the problem when we're rolling outside of initiative like this. Sometimes too much freedom is not a good thing. All right, but they are certainly aware of your presence, and as far as that goes, I think we're just gonna instinctively try a variety of effects here. And that's a pair of attacks that land and a pair that miss, to the tune of 9 points of damage. Okay, and now we've got a hornet's nest stirred up right here. And where are our other characters? They're all gathered here. This is the moment that initiative would get rolled. So how do we want to handle our remaining surprise? Do we want to just fling our ranged attacks in here and keep going with the surprise we have, or try to take it more methodical in actual turn order?
Gale wants to throw a fireball.
Yeah, I have some necklace of fireballs, so I want to use one of the beads off one of the necklaces and throw it right into this area here.
Okay, let's set that up. Like that, or like this? Because I remember we were kind of talking about like not trying to incinerate the rooftop, but of course we can always kind of aim it a little higher.
Yeah, that's kind of what she was thinking about doing, is taking out that group. Barbarian. She just wanted to watch something go boom.
Okay, go ahead, roll the damage. Was that 1, 3? Jeez, 1, 3, 6, and 8.
What am I rolling on that?
8 dice 6.
Can I take my turn to move into a more vantage point for melee attack, because I don't have a solid ranged option?
That's fine.
Am I going to be caught in that fireball at all? I'm only 20 feet up.
I'm guessing yes, because I would think she's trying to aim it high so that it's not going to hit the rooftop there. And she, of course, doesn't see you there. Okay, 32. I think 15 is the DC for the item.
Correct.
Okay, I'll start chipping away some damage here. You made it. You did not. I wish I could tab between health bars between monsters instead of having to manually click on each one. Alright, we got all of that. Oh wait, we got another guy over here I didn't even roll for. And this guy here also. One and one. Okay, that's the fireball. That is Spartan moving up, and then anything from Manuel? Also moving.
I'm going to move up to here, produce flame on that.
I mean, there's a fireball going off right now. How much am I really gonna feel from this?
7.
Ow! I can make that saving throw, and I'm gonna. Nope, not with that. That's a 7. Whoops. We were too bold, and we paid for it. All right, now we have initiative to roll. Of course, I get a natural fucking 20.
That's funny because my token's not actually on the board. It's the beast token, so it didn't track it.
That's all right. Where are you? 13, 16. Okay. And
Yeah, I
what-
couldn't do a melee attack because I was 35 feet away, so I had to action dash.
Gotcha. Don, looks like you've got the top spot here again.
All right. Okay, so going to move 15 feet to here. First attack on that one.
Okay. That'll finish it.
Second attack on this one.
That's most of what I got.
Gloomstalker attack on that one.
Mm-hmm. That'll finish that one.
Bonus action key point to flurry of blows. So this one's gonna.
Okay. That'll hit. That'll finish that one off.
And then this one will get the second attack on my flurry of blows.
All right. That's a fair amount of damage there. We're still holding on though.
And then mobility, I'm moving back about that.
Very good. Well, now we pass it to the zombies. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, these ones definitely saw that, and they're gonna slide right on over here towards you, and conveniently, none of them bump into the invisible Cthulhu beast there.
I'm 20 feet up anyway.
Oh, yeah, I missed that completely. We still got a little move, enough to spread out. It's a little difficult in there. We're going to have to go around, then action dash. So 4 of these things will take their attacks. That doesn't help. Helps if you put a die between the 4 and the 5. Alright, this is unarmed bite, scratchy scratch. Miss, miss, and then we get the flank, but of course by that point we're rolling good on the right side of the die. So 23 and 23 to hit. 7 and 7 on each of those.
And they're non-magical, so I take half.
Non-magical, yep. Our 2 over here are gonna rush to get themselves in on the Manuel action. Let's go pummel weapon. 23 to hit for 6. And then I do believe the rest of us are going to be divided between Spartan and whatever's got this cluster of zombies all here all riled up. Most of us don't see it. So yeah, I think the nearest ones to each will respond to each. These ones we're going to scoot over. Scoot around, scoot around. Baba, get around, I'll get around. Alright. Yeah, we got a full encirculation right there on Spartan. That is a word. Yes, I'm going to roll a lot of natural 20s. We're just going to roll 9 attacks here. And then we'll determine what they are after the fact. See which ones actually hit. Spartan's AC is 20. Completely forgetting the flank bonus here too. Based off of that, only one of them hits, but we're going to try that one more time. And actually, it's only the first 6 who get flank advantage, so that natural 20 is conveniently out of reach for me. That does turn this into 4 hits, however. 4 of them hit exactly a 20 armor class. And it's a bite, 2 pummels, and another bite. Not worried about the attack results, just the damage. 6, 6, 5, and 6. So 3, 3, 2, 3. And then the ones that are currently closest to Peely Beal are gonna... Oh man. I think we're gonna go for... Our natural instinct in this situation would be to try to just dogpile this thing and get it underneath us. So we're gonna go for a quartet of grab attacks. And they're just grabbing, grabbing, grabbing. They're not hitting anything, though, with that. And then it's going to get extra complicated as we're going to try to squeeze in with the nearest ones and do a bit of the same. Right now, he's basically just crowd surfing on top of these things. They've clustered in so much that they have taken away what little space you had to get your feet on the ground, but they have completely failed in their attempts to grab you and just drag you under their collective, which at that point, unless you had a Misty Step or something, getting out from under that would be very difficult as you have 1,000+ pounds of zombie on top of you. I'm in danger. And the rest of us are just literally providing the exterior of the mosh pit at this point. I mean, we're all eager to get in on the action, but we are ill-poised to do so. Yeah, we're all just right here eagerly trying to get something. Most of us don't know what. We'll pass it over to Gale here.
Okay, I am going to rage. So I've turned back on my elemental cleaver and my rage damage. My elemental cleaver will have fire.
Excellent.
And I'm coming down here. And that guy first.
All right.
And I get flank on that, correct?
Mm-hmm. Oh, baby. Ouch. 40 damage on a guy that has 42 HP. Hey!
So he's dead?
The opposite. I have 2 HP left. If only you'd done 2 more points of damage, would have killed me outright.
All right. Well, here comes attack number 2.
And yeah, that'll clean that one off. You don't happen to have Orange Peeler 2, do you?
I do not.
Gotcha, because yeah, that would have allowed
But
you to
my
take the
great
other.
weapon,
Oh, that does give you
my
another
great weapon
attack.
mastery, gives me another attack.
Yeah.
So
This one may get attack of opportunity on you if you don't have the means to get away from it.
no, I have mobility.
I think that only applies if you attack them, though, yeah? I think that's why Don is spreading his attacks out so then he can back away without any of them getting something off on him.
Okay, I guess you get an attack of opportunity then.
We'll try and take a bite. It misses. I've been rolling 15s on like my last 7 attacks against Gale. She has a 20 AC and I keep rolling 15.
Okay, so here comes my attack.
That's a day for that one. Yep, we can't survive that.
And all right, that ends my turn. I'm going to stay right where I am.
All right, moment of truth. Finally, everything went horribly against plan here, but you have survived better than most people would in this situation, and you're still invisible.
Not for long.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna blow everyone up, if possible, with the main.
You're gonna need to crowd surf to a place where you can touch the ground. That was part of what I was trying to clarify earlier. Is it's a good and bad situation. The bad is that they are too clustered here for you to even find a space on the ground to deploy the mine. And the good news is they were unsuccessful in dragging you underneath their collective, at which point you might have been able to deploy the mine, but probably would have taken a lot more attacks too. So as it is here, you're pretty much, you need to either try to make your way to one of the peripheries where you've got another, I guess, normal situation. Well, no, this area is a little too clustered right here, so it's literally here or here, which fulfill the original conditions you were trying to sink down into. But who knows, you might get over there and find the exact same thing happens as the zombies just continue to move over and prevent that, because right now you're just kind of crowd surfing.
If I can, I'll try and make it like in here. Just try and get enough ground so I can activate it.
Okay, yeah, these 4 upon your arrival into their space. Yep, one of them is good enough to warn the rest. We're all going to try and take our grab attacks and pull you under. And we got nothing happening on that. The best I got was a 14, so now it's an acrobatics check for you to try to squeeze your way into a virtually non-existent space. I mean, there's no place of safety here, I should say.
What about that larger space above where he was?
I'm trying to get as many people as possible.
Exactly. I mean, he's willing to take the danger to try to increase the AoE. It's just it's adding some extra layers of interaction here. The acrobatics is good enough, and then yes, you are able to deploy the mine, after which point yeah, that's pretty much instantaneous, unless you've got a bonus action Misty Step to get yourself out of there.
I do not.
All right. Go ahead, roll the damage.
It is with orange juice, isn't it? Orange peeler.
Yeah. Okay. And here center of it. Okay. And then you're gonna... I'm gonna say there's no saving throw whatsoever for you. You're willingly placing yourself on the grenade. Like, evasion be damned. Like, you can't avoid that damage if you're willingly putting yourself in that situation. The mechanics don't allow a loophole. So there's just...
I just wanted to know what I would roll. 25.
So yeah, you'll take the 25. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them in that area. One of them just barely. Okay, one. Looks like 2 of them made their saves. The ones that were in question that might have made their saves failed anyway, so I don't have to worry about the squeezing disadvantage. It is 1 and 7 who make their save. 40, 60, 80, 30, yep, that's about the case. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you're going to be in the same boat. And then you, and you, also you, and then you, and even you. All of those are just instantly vaporized in a wash of necrotic energy. Peely Beal becomes visible and then falls on his ass to the ground.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Technically, you've taken, let's see, 10, 20 feet of movement to get there. It was, I guess, would have been considered difficult terrain.
That would be all my movement then.
Alright, let's close that and open up Spartan's turn.
I'm going to take a crack at the one that's most damaged surrounded me.
Got it. That will hit. Doesn't look like you put the +1 longsword in your inventory yet, though, but I will roll the save as if you did. And fail it because you have the +1 longsword. Otherwise, I would have made it.
That means I get another attack.
Boo, boo, boo.
Next closest one to me, I guess, which means all of them.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I guess the one's closer towards Peely Beal.
Yeah, spike that ball, fucker. Get that one southwest or southeast of you. Yep. Solid strike there.
And with the last attack, we can't forget about my regeneration.
I was hoping you would, because otherwise it's going to take me another 9 hours to hack through all that HP. Alright, we'll take it.
And that is my turn.
Alright, it's time for the brown bear, apparently. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna maneuver into that spot and start, tearing people apart.
I like it. First one's a little shy, second one is more than sufficient.
Well, wouldn't I have advantage because I'm invisible?
Oh, yep, what am I thinking here? That's exactly enough damage then.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. That's going to be back over to Dawn's turn.
All right. I'm going to first attack on that one.
Okay. Good. Still here.
Second attack on that one.
Not anymore.
Let's go just bonus action attack on this one.
Okay. Get it done.
And that'll end my turn.
Beautiful. Over to the zombies then. I guess we'll start right here since we're here already. 1, 2, 3, 4 of us and 2 of you. Okay. So this one is gonna take its attack. Try for a bite on Manuel. That is not gonna hit. And then we're gonna vacate the premises.
Hold. As a reaction,
Oh,
I am going to use redirect attack.
Excellent moves.
oh, okay.
Yep. So it's going to hit one of its buddies.
All right. I guess that'd be the guy that just walked away, so he'll take that 5 points of damage that you were intended for, and then we're gonna try an attack on Gale here. Pretty cool move. Mechanically, might have just been better to burn the attack of opportunity. He probably would have done more damage. But we're gonna try and get up on Gale here. 3 attacks. No flank, and then yes flank. Bite, scratch, scratch. Hey, now we finally got something going here. 24 and 23 to hit. Of course, she's raging now, so after all that, it's 6 whole points of damage. That does account for your resist. Oh, I clicked the turn order too quick. We got more zombies. Over here, 3, 5, 6, 7 of them to be exact. Okay. Here comes a lot of attacks.
Hold on, somebody moved the screen.
Alright.
Okay, so I regenerate 9, which means I'm back up to full.
Not your turn yet, Gale.
Correct, yeah.
Still doing the zombies.
I clicked the turn order a little too quickly, my bad. Alright, so every one of these attacks is a flank attack on Spartan. And it looks like 5 out of the 7 of them are going to hit. Accounting for your unique, it is a whole 3, 5, 7, 9, 13 points of damage. And then we've got this cluster over here. And we've really only got the one target, so we're going to start a brand new dog pile. And because of where you're at in the square, it's just, gosh. Oh boy. Baldur's Gate, yeah, I need to get back to that game, and I need to resolve that I'm going to play it on easy story mode so that I can actually complete the game, because I did the most difficult mode for 130 hours and had a joy with it, but I can't beat that dragon to save my life, so I need to just accept that it's not going to happen. Yeah, we got 4.
Got to try out some of the new subclasses too.
Absolutely, yeah, and I'd like to arrange that with the community, like get a full-on party co-op one of these days, like same kind of thing with Gloomhaven and some other fun games like that.
Well,
So
I
let's
join you.
Nice. Let's go 4 attacks on Peely. They're all with flank advantage. Bite, pummel, pummel. Oops, I clicked one too many pummels. That doesn't matter. That one missed anyway. That's a hit, a crit, a miss, and a crit. 6 damage from the hit, 7 damage from the crit, and 10 more damage from the crit for 7, 13, 23 damage total. And then we got the squeezers. Gonna cluster this whole area up even more. 4 more attacks. Wow. These guys are all just covered. Looks like they took a bad tumble through some cacti some time ago, and they're all just covered in cactus spikes. And as they go to do their unarmed attacks, they unintentionally have a weapon component to them.
Fuck porcupines!
Oh, God. Well, that is a miss, crit, and a miss. Another 8 points of damage off the crit.
I lived, bitch.
And then because of the space you're in, you are technically within 5 feet of any characters that are standing in these exterior squares. So we're going to continue to fill in the gaps. Our 2 guys here, in fact, don't even have anybody squeezing with us. So we'll start with them. 2-5. Oh boy, things are happening. Over here in Streamland, it's Havoc RPG again, raiding us with a party of 12. Welcome back, my friend. Thanks for joining us here for some RU Gaming. What's going on there in Havoc Land on this Wednesday evening? Good to see you. We've got a zombie apocalypse here, and our characters are trying to clear out this nasty swarm of orange zombies, as we call them. They come from an Agent Orange infected New Mexico setting that we ran several years back. And we'll proceed from there. Got a cheer
Obviously,
there
that's
from Silver Marcus. Thank you kindly.
That's my attack of opportunity there.
He's in the dog pile. You're going for the AOO because we're backing off of you. Yeah, we felt well, the one that felt you at all got completely destroyed as Justin's playing this invisible Cthulhu creature right here that just strikes terror into even the most stalwart of zombies. All right, we'll get that. What's going on, Lady Magdala? Thank you for joining us this evening. Are you with us? Okay, and now we've got the 2 attacks here, which are a weapon and a pummel strike. That's funny. We do get the flank advantage, so that first one does in fact hit. Natural 1 be damned. That is another 8 points of damage on our crowd surfing Peely Beal right here, who just got knocked KO'd, I believe.
And I
Knocked
will
out.
uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodgy for, wow, look at that. You save yourself 1 HP.
I was saving it for the last minute.
All right, and then we've got, who is this? 1, 2, or no. 1, 2, 3, 4 more attacks, but these guys are squeezing with flanks, so advantage, disadvantage, offset. We'll give it a go here, and 2 of them are going to try and grab you, so depending on how the bones land here, you may just survive this. Natural 1. And a 17. You're not taking any
Hell
damage
yeah.
from these last 4. best that's going to happen is one of them gets a hand on you. One of them does. 24. That's a grapple from our friend right here. Stretching his arm.
Mohula, fireball me!
Yeah,
Kill us all! Quick!
somebody AOO this shit. Do it. Do it now.
I consent!
Alright, that is it for the zombies. Now we pass it over to Gale's turn here. Take one round off the rage timer.
Okay, so I healed back the 9. So I'm back up to full. I'm going to take my first attack on this guy right below me.
Okay.
There you are. That's attack number 1, and here's attack. Wait, is it dead or is it still up?
We're not surviving that. That is that's a bit too much.
Okay, so then because of my great weapon mastery, I get to attack the next one.
Yep.
So that'll be this guy.
Oh, you guys had a schedule conflict out there in Havoc Land. You guys just ended up hanging out. I hear you. Good times sometimes in that. Sucks to lose the session, though. Oh, boy.
Okay,
That
so
one.
we're going to inspiration that.
Do the inspo. Gotcha. 38. 41 hit points on a guy that's sitting at 42. You're getting so close to one hitter quitter.
Okay,
Maggot
well,
Man will survive.
Well, no, I still got my second attack.
No, you're going to miss. Double natural ones.
Shh.
Garg!
Voila.
You could try rolling critical hits.
Have you tried rolling better? Oh yeah, a little 420 salute to our Raider friends here
Right.
joining us this evening.
So Don told me to stay put, so I'm staying put.
Very good, very good. All right, somehow alive with 1 hit point. Getting a little regeneration boost to kick things off. You are grabbed by our friend over here, but otherwise, what you gonna do?
Can I kill it?
I mean, you can certainly attack. There's nothing restricting you in that respect. The only thing that you can't do is move because the grapple condition restricts that.
So, if I could, I would like to attack the one that has me grappled.
Okay.
Oh, And I survive this.
Have you used your nat 20?
That's true. I could definitely kill the thing that has me grappled. It's whether I can get out of this pile of zombies is the question.
I mean, tumble to the west and frickin' just Benny Hill your way out of there, dude. I mean, that's really only your option.
I'll use the auto nat 20 on the one that has me grappled if possible.
Roll the attack. Get your 1 per session here. Supercharge. Hadouken!
No, because I still wouldn't be able to use my sneak attack anyway. I will try my bonus action deception thing on the one that's me grappled.
Would you stop it? These are the dumbest ass creatures alive.
Do they beat a 32?
Yes. I'm gonna burn my own natural 20 on this charisma check. Oh, nope. Matching 4s. May the 4s be with you. But yeah, that thing is just obliterated at the end of your rapier.
And how much, from where I am, how much movement would it take for me to get here? If I even can.
That is 15 feet.
Difficult terrain, so 30.
Well, no, including the difficult terrain, 15 feet.
Okay, so I would still be able to move another 10, I think. Oh no, 15 altogether. I can move another.
Do you have a way
25.
to avoid the 5 attacks of opportunity, though?
I would rather get away than stick around.
Stick around. That's right. What happened to you, Dylan? Used to be somebody I could trust. All right, we're going to try those attacks of opportunity then, it sounds like. The last one is going to try and grab you. That might be the most dangerous of them all, but of course, if they damage you sufficiently, we'll check it out. 2, 3, 4. Okay, the bite connects, 21 to hit, 5 damage, and then miss, 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 and then the grab attack. Oh, we missed. You managed to get yourself out of there.
I'll move over closer to Fia for some backup.
You have no idea she's there.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Actually, that's true.
Greater invisibility.
I would just move as far away as I could, so over here then.
Sure.
Just straight down.
Get yourself between those bamboo patches there. Hopefully lose line of sight from some of these things, at least for a second. And then we got Spartan in the middle of his own little miniature dog pile here, which might become much bigger in the ensuing round, depending on what happens.
No retreat, no surrender.
We surrender.
My give up. My give up.
All right, I'm gonna attack the one I attacked last time. That's damaged.
Fair enough. That is a hit of 14 mystery damage. We'll take it.
And on the same one.
Okay, that's going to bring up our undead fortitude. Try that on for size. I can already tell that's a fail. Yep. And that one's perished.
And with my bonus action attack now, because I killed it, I'm going to nat 20 this one with my last nat 20 that I have.
Yep. Burn those Beskars, get those rewards. Which one is this one, though?
It's going to be on the bottom left.
This handsome guy?
I wouldn't say handsome, but that one, yeah.
I totally would. 16, another 10, 26. We'll take that and still be hanging on.
And that'll be it.
Very well. Over to Fia the Inn in the Eldritch formation.
Basically moving into position to kind of block them from getting to him because he's like all falling apart, like, oh god, I'm dying. He's running away. I'm like, I need to stop them.
I think it's like the 6th time this campaign so far between our different 6 tables here that somebody has willingly dove into a horde of zombies, and it never goes well.
I don't know. It's gone well for me.
And
I mean,
2 of them are me.
Yeah, I mean, you've got like a pretty fair amount surrounding you right here. I'm talking like when you're outnumbered 5 to 1, like Paul was there.
As they full died, remember?
Or even more than 5 to 1. My math is just horribly off here. But yeah, go ahead with your attacks there, J-Man.
Like, crap, I'm going to inspo that.
Give it a shot. That's better. We'll use that first bit of damage also. Which one is the lucky one? That one. Okay, hitting the injured one first. That will finish.
That
it
was
off.
totally me. That was not him.
What?
But that works.
Okay, and then our second target for attacks, number 2. Head on over to our original OG template for the orange, the very first orange we encountered.
I'm so sorry that was so confusing.
Don't do it.
You absolutely cannot.
I mean, survive, yeah. It's not necessarily that it kills you. It's just, it just provides a huge freaking hiccup and can potentially kill you. The monk unarmed strike to boot.
Yeah, I forgot I could do that as my bonus action.
What's that? Extra bottom right damage that's not rolling a die. It's just adding static modifiers. Dex plus mod.
Let me take a look at it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be rolling a die or if that's just accidental extra stuff.
Also, wouldn't you use add your orange peeler to the?
No. No orange peeler for you. Oh.
Yeah, that's supposed to be orange peeler. I don't know why the dex was added. I picked that off of there.
Okay. Do you want to re-roll it with the correct damage then?
Yeah, just a second.
I mean, we got to keep that.
Okay.
13, 26. Hey, it's enough to kill it. That's another perished orange.
The bite, claw, headbutt.
Heck yeah.
Have a monstrous guardian angel.
And how about that? That's the bottom of the initiative, end of the round, and we're right at that point in time when we close out our session. So you know what to do here. Track that initiative over to your Discord channel, Thursday table tomorrow night. You know what to do from there. We'll get that all turned over here. We'll get set up on the ending stream page here. And of course, you know, first and foremost, we got to get that shout out to Havoc RPG for that raid of a dozen just a few moments ago. 15-20 minutes past, it seems like. So we very much appreciate you joining us here for our adventure here at Roleplaying Unlimited. We had anticipated a Lost Jedi for tonight's session, and we are right there on the edge of that next big story arc. And all we got to do is get through the rest of these zombies here, but that will be for 2 weeks out now at this table. This is officially concluding one session left, though, our 4th year streamiversary here at Roleplaying Unlimited. We've been running all 6 of our tables every week this entire month, and we got one more tomorrow to close it out. Technically, it's going to be May, but we're not going to shortchange Thursday table and not give them their 4th session in 4 weeks. And then after that, we go back to our regular bi-weekly 3 sessions 1 week, 3 sessions the other week kind of deal. Thank you again for joining us here for some Roleplaying Unlimited Gaming. I, of course, am your host, Tragically HP, Coming to you live from the 100th Meridian and reminding you that the exact feeling is on the other side of this feeling. Have a good night, all. Much love.
Have a good one.
Hey,
Good
Dan.
night.
Good night, everybody.